What's up everyone, welcome back to my channel. I actually got the idea for today's video from the reaction to my first YouTube video, which was published last week. As I logged into my account before I went to bed on the day the video was published, I noticed that the video had more dislikes than likes. And considering that I only promoted the video on my Instagram, these are all people that I know. Don't get me wrong, I couldn't care less and I was anyways planning to do a video like this, but I'm just embarrassed and disgusted by what this reveals about the true character of some people I surround myself with. But let's not get too carried away with the personal stuff. This isn't my therapy session. It is a video that should help you understand why you should never care about what other people think. To start things off, in our life, we're all just trying to be happy. And if it makes sense to you and if it makes you happy, it doesn't have to make sense to anybody else. People are gonna judge and talk about you no matter what, so you might as well give them something to talk about and do something that makes you happy. You also have to be aware that gossiping and unnecessary judgment usually always comes from a place of envy, and it is a reflection of the people's own insecurities. Indirectly, this shows that the people that talk behind your back are actually quite unhappy with themselves, which is why they feel the need to tear you down in order to make themselves feel better. From experience, I have noticed that it's always the fun and positive people that hype me up because they're always so full of energy, they want to give that to me too, and they want to take me up with them. And yeah, usually it's the more reserved people that then go and talk about you. And as I already said, there will always be people that talk. But the important part is to remember that you cannot give these people the satisfaction of reacting to their own insecurities just because you're doing something that's a bit more out there, or just because you're doing something that makes you happy. Because if you would care and let that interfere with what you're doing, you would be doubting yourself because of people that are actually scared of your potential. The best example is doing something that's a bit more out there, outside the social dominance, and people gossip about it because it's something new. Well, often with that example, people won't support you unless it's popular to support you. People won't support you until you're successful. And no one really cares about your story until you win. But that doesn't matter. You should see it as a motivation and live a life that's empowering to yourself. Doing something different is often frowned upon because it's not done by a lot of people. Because it is taking a risk. However, imagine this. If you already were successful with what you're doing, you wouldn't care what other people say. So why waste time on it now? You want to become successful? Work on your successful person mindset. Don't care about what other people think and just do your thing. Live your life. Do what makes you happy. The self-explanatory reason why people talk about you when you do something that's a bit more out there and a bit different is because you're trying to climb up the ladder, building success and growing as a person, which is something that scares most people. And instead of feeding you with positivity and energy, they decide to tear you down in front of others to make themselves look better. A quote that I often think about is that failure and rejection are answers. Regret is like an eternal question that you'll never have the answer to. And that is exactly why you shouldn't be afraid of anything. Do what makes you happy, try what makes you happy. Failure is the worst that can happen, and to me, you've only failed when you've given up. So if you focus on yourself and surround yourself with the people that support you genuinely, you'll succeed for sure at some point. And if you don't go after what you want, you'll never get it. So it is really important to be aware that the opinion of other people actually doesn't influence you. It is a reflection of their own insecurities, and all it should really do is strengthen you and make you realize that you're doing something that's different. So use your life, surround yourself with people that genuinely support you. Cut out all the negative people. Life is way too short. There are so many people in the future that you're still gonna meet that are gonna be there for you, that are gonna love you. Just remember all these things. Don't waste a single bit of your energy on worrying about what people that choose hate over support think about you. You don't want these kind of people in your life anyways. So go out there and do your thing. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I hope this video was somewhat helpful, motivating, or at least entertaining. All of the things I've mentioned are much easier said than done, but going through them over and over again really does something positive to your mindset. So take your time, do your thing, and trust the process. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and again, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye.